wasn't born into opportunity. I was born into survival. I grew up in a place where houses were boarded up and walls were covered in graffiti, where kids learned how to run before they learned how to dream. A place that quietly teaches you not to expect much from life. Home didn't feel like safety. It felt unfinished. Dirty plates left in the sink for days, food scraps instead of meals. My younger siblings and I learned how to wait. Wait for food, wait for parents, wait for something better. My mother was rarely home. My father came back late, drunk, distant. No guidance, no encouragement, just silence. So the streets filled the gap. My friends were dropouts, hustlers, drug dealers. Survival looked like quick money and fast choices. Sometimes I helped, sometimes I just stood nearby. Either way, I was close enough to fall. At school, they already knew who I was, or who they thought I was. Troublemaker, failure, lost cause. Teachers didn't ask what was wrong, they assumed. Then came the fight. A brawl landed me in a meeting room with school officials, a governor, and a counselor. My parents didn't show up. The empty chair said everything. They asked why I was always angry, why I was always causing trouble, and for the first time, I told the truth. I asked them why they even cared. I told them my whole life I'd been labeled a failure, a problem, someone never meant to succeed. I said everything around me had already decided my future. The room went quiet. Then the counselor stood up. He said, "You are not a failure. You are intelligent. You are a child of possibility. You are brilliant. You are talented." No one had ever spoken to me like that. I didn't fully believe him, but I couldn't forget his words. As I walked home that day, those words followed me through the same streets, past the same people, past the same temptations. You're not a failure. You're intelligent. You are a child of possibility. Something shifted in my mind. I realized my environment explained me, but it didn't have to define me. The next day, when my friends called me over, I kept walking. I didn't stop. I didn't laugh. I didn't look back. I started studying. Late nights, early mornings, I worked small jobs to help my siblings. I cleaned, I lifted, I delivered, I learned. When I came home from school, I locked myself in and read. When my parents weren't there, I became the one who was. My old friends knocked. I didn't answer. At school, they noticed the change. I wasn't fighting anymore. I wasn't running anymore. I was focused. Against every label, every statistic, every expectation. I got into university, medicine, neurosurgery. I became one of the best students in my class. I assisted lecturers. I stayed late. I remembered where I came from. Today, I am a leading brain surgeon. I've received awards, recognition, but that's not the real success. The real success is going back, standing in schools, looking into the eyes of kids who feel forgotten, and telling them this: your background is not your destiny. Your past does not define your future. One voice, one moment, one decision can change everything. I wasn't rescued. I was reminded. And that reminder changed my life.